Recently, I started one of Netflix's OGs in Dark. I'm talking about this shit came out in like 2017. I think back in the day, I started the first episode, got 10 minutes in. I just wasn't fucking with it. I think it's mainly because of the German to English translation. Not even really the translation. More so when the mouth be moving, but the words they saying don't match the lip sync. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Hopefully y'all do, because I don't really want to get to explanation right now. Young immature me wasn't having that, and the whole time I could have just watched it with the German subtitles. I don't even know why I didn't do that, but that's not the point. The point is, I'm watching it now, and Dark really is one of them ones after this first season, I gotta say. Similarly to a show like From, though, I feel like after this first season, I got more questions than I do confirmations, which is okay. It's a good thing. In this video, I really just want to get some thoughts off my chest before I continue going on with this series into season 2. I feel like anything I gotta say at all in this video. If you a fan of Dark, y'all already know what y'all gotta do. Go ahead and like, comment, share, and subscribe. Do all those things. Let's talk about Dark. First things first, the way they handle time travel in this series, I absolutely love it. I don't think I've seen a series handle time travel this well before. Somehow this series manages to handle not one, not two, but 3 different time periods. And they do so in a way where everything connects to the main timeline, the 1986 timeline. I'll give them their flowers for that. The only thing that be throwing me off with Dark are the different generations of these characters that are in the modern day, but also in 86, and the ancestors of those in 86 that go back to 53. Like, I'm still trying to piece together who is who for it. But what I'll give the show its credit for is that they do try to give you a little breakdown on who is who on an episode basis. I try to show you the different versions of each of these characters throughout the different timelines, so you're not completely lost. But for me, watching it back to back to back, having to constantly go between 53, 2019, and 86, I constantly have to remind myself what characters did what in what timeline. For example, Ulrich going back to 53 by accident, because the way shit works in this cave is completely weird. You can go to either 86 or 53 depending on what pathway you decide to walk in the tunnel. We've seen Jonas went to 86, but we see Ulrich went to 53, which honestly worked better for him, especially with him attempting to take out Helge in 53 so that his son presumably would have never got kidnapped, because he assumes that Helge is the one that's kidnapping these kids in the modern day, not even realizing that these kidnappings have been happening since 86. I want to say, I don't think it was happening back in 53, because that's when they first established the Chernobyl plant. Then again, with Ulrich doing what he did in 53, Helge did go missing for a little bit at least, so there bro go fucking up the timeline. Speaking of Ulrich, he gotta be one of the worst characters in this series. The brother somehow in 2019 has never watched a time travel movie a day in his life, because in 53 he's telling everybody about shit that's going on in 2019. Like, that's supposed to be relevant to anybody. You talk about, I'm trying to help my son, I gotta be the one to stop him. The cops in 53 is like, stop who? What are you talking about? And he trying to explain, like, brother, that is not help your case at all. I do feel for Ulrich though. Not only did he lose his son, he ended up losing his brother back in 86 too. To find out the person kidnapping these kids, his name is escaping me right now, but essentially he and Helge in 86 were kidnapping these kids to power this tunnel that somehow connects to this box that future Jonas has that allows people to time travel. I don't know why it specifically has to be kids that power this tunnel. What I do know is some way, somehow, the work that they're doing in that room is actually legitimate, because by the end of the season, this man Jonas ends up in the future. We could assume another 27 years into the future of 2019. So now we go have to follow 4 different timelines of Bumbleclaw. And I tell y'all, it was hard enough to keep up with the 3. Back to Ulrich though, I do find it interesting what he's doing in 53. We see that his wife saw him in the newspaper from that same year from the evidence that was at the police station. So is bro even gonna make it back at this point? And that's a legitimate question, because we see Jonas clearly got trapped in a timeline where he's outgrown himself in 2019. Get the major reveal by the end of the season that the dude has been time traveling, trying to get this box with the clocks in it fixed this whole time, has actually been an older version of Jonas. You can tell he's been through some shit, because when faced with the option of freeing his younger self, Gus refuses to do it, because any changes that occur in any given timeline will change a character in any given timeline. It's confusing, but it makes sense. The whole time, this is exactly what Noah wanted. Noah's the one kidnapping these kids. He's trifling as hell. Like, why did you start kidnapping these kids? How did you even stumble upon time travel to begin with? What's interesting to me is that we have not yet seen a younger version of this Noah character just yet. I'm curious to see how he played into all of this when he was younger, getting to where he is now. Definitely giving final boss vibes in this season. I'm looking forward to seeing how his character progresses as the series goes on. I also want to see what this future timeline is on. Can't believe we were going another 27 years into the future and nobody knows about these tunnels that can help you to time travel. I'm just saying, because how else is Jonas gonna get back to 2019? His future self had the box that enabled him to time travel, yes, but this version of Jonas in the yellow jacket does not have that. But what is bro about to do? They got drones in the sky, they out here riding on tanks. I don't know how it's looking for bro. brother right now. What I do know is this series is fire. I just wanted to give y'all my initial thoughts on it. Looking forward to more. If you're a fan of Dark, let me know in the comments. Do not spoil. Shit is actually heating up right now, and I heard these other seasons make season 1 look like food. Not really, but I did hear this is one of the better Netflix originals, and I want to enjoy it in full and give y'all content as I go from a season to season basis. Like I said, leave your thoughts in the comments. I've been your host, yourself. We'll be being entertained, and we're gonna talk soon. Peace, y'all. I lied. I gotta talk about Mikkel real quick. What the hell is Mikkel about to be Jonas's brother-in-law if he got with his sister like he wanted to, which is actually his aunt, because Mikkel is actually Jonas's pops? How does any of this make any sense?